It's been interesting, definitely, to see Train's run, and curious to see how Matador is going to address it, because, I mean, he's been plowing through everyone like a train, right? I mean, it's been non-stop, just Samus action, and we're going to get to see more of that on PS2 here against Mario.
Yeah, Train has been looking extremely solid today, and he's continuing what he's been doing. Although right now, yeah, Matador keeping him over the ledge. Not sure how much Samus experience Matador's going to have.
Yeah, I mean, Matador has also been having a great day, and I feel like this set is starting off to a great start, but Samus's damage output is so high that, you know, already at 62.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious if these two have played during the time that Train has been here.
Right.
I can look it up.
Using that bike like a shield there to stop the missile, Matador is perfectly content to sit back and let Waft charge up.
Yeah, he's trying to threaten with these backers. Train able to shield, but yeah, getting over the attempts to shoot the charge shot.
I mean, Matador has been bobbing and weaving throughout this first stock here, finding some openings in some ways that, you know, 90% of the cast would not be able to get in on.
So they have played once at the cave, and Train got a 2-0 victory.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly very even, so I don't suspect the 2-0 was, you know, like double 3 stock, but...
Falling there. Oh, trying to get that forward tilt, but it just gets caught out by the slap.
And that preemptive missile covering jump there, really smart stuff from Train.
Up special out of shield, punishing the parry down tilt. Don't really get to see down tilt get punished very often.
Right. One of the best things about Samus's up B out of shield is the fact that you can cross up people's DI, kind of like Rob's up air, where it's a vertical killing multi-hit. So if you hold one direction while hitting someone with it, and then switch up the other side at the last second, you can kill them really early by crossing their DI up.
Yeah, one of those cases where you need to think of you need to recognize when you're not going to die on neutral DI and just don't DI.
Right.
That's the tip that I've heard used for Rob up air as well. Like usually moves like that can cross you up. Mario down air, same thing applies.
Cheek up air, I believe, is another one. Especially in Smash 4, that's when people start really implementing those DI cross-ups.
Alright, gets caught.
Really great defensive game from both of them, honestly. They've just been able to avoid so many situations that, you know, lesser players would not be able to.
Yeah, Matador's mash was beautiful to get out of that grab, but he still hasn't been able to get anything started on the second stock. The bomb is just getting in the way.
I mean, pretty even initially, but Train, after this stock, has been sort of running with the lead, and...
Yeah, Matador finding his way back to the center using the bike, but he still can't get anything started. Not a single combo starter, barely any hits.
It's definitely not a position you want to be in. You usually want the onus to be on Samus to hit you, because getting in on this character is sometimes a nightmare, especially if you're someone as stubby as Wario.
He's still holding on to his stock even after that up throw, but the up B still not going to do it. Wario is heavy.
He's a thick boy. I don't know what to say.
He's got a lot of stuff built up, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, but missing the grab, gets upbeat again. That one is going to do it.
And like you said, though, Matador does have a lot of gas built up right now. A lot of gas in the tank, and so... You know, if he finds this stock, it could lead into an early stock after this, but, I mean, Train's still having a solid advantage.
Yeah, he's got to get the stock off first. And Train is playing in a way where any sort of, like, big random swing is not going to get him, because he's covered by the bombs and he's covered by his movement. But, oh, and the pivot grab was sweet. But, yeah, I mean, Matador is really going to have to draw out a big swing from him if he wants to get the stock at any reasonable percent.
For sure. I mean, Train is just not putting themselves in...
Wow.
Matador's really good at shutting us up with these landing aerial lob combos. We start saying something and he immediately lands them.
Yes, he does. Train going over to the... using the bike to block the charge shot. That was kind of sweet.
He keeps doing that with missiles, too. Like, he'll just sit behind the bike and do nothing, just content to let
There he is, dropping it in front of Train again, completely limiting how he can approach. Not that Train really has to approach.
Right, it's definitely on Matador to approach here, but
man, finds
maybe
the
trying
up there.
to expend some resources like a charge shot.
Oh, but no tech. That's a lot of damage.
Honestly, even if Matador did tech, that charge shot might have still hit him, right? I mean, that move just covers everything. Really smart stuff from Train to not, like, overcommit to something after the charge shot, because you can get true punishes out of charge shot. It is a combo starter as well as a projectile. But looking to see what Matador's options after this charge shot are, to maybe try and call out a defensive habit later in the set.
Yeah, right now we're getting to the points where even like a non-fully charged charge shot could take the stock here.
Right, and I'm thinking up throw, right? This is definitely up throw percent.
As well as up B. Oh, he missed it! I don't even think it would have killed. That wasn't even half off, I don't believe.
Nair sending the complete opposite way from where it was facing, but...
All right, Train's got game 1,
Yeah.
although... Yeah, I wonder if Matador maybe should have taken a safer punish attempt on that.
All right, the redemption bracket has been made. It's up on the pizza box. Runs.
Playing it?
I may enter redemption. I'm not sure if they, you know...
Oh, I think they said it's already been made.
Card from me.
Yes, it looks like it has.
Ah, okay. All right, so this is going to be a best of 5 now.
Can I hit
Yes.
Trailmix and Bliss?
But Train is looking pretty strong at the moment.
And while Train did get the 2-0 the last time they played, the fact that it's a best of 5 means that Matador will have time to adapt, which could totally change the dynamic of the set, but it also could just mean that Train gets to win one more game.
Yeah. And yeah, right now Matador is having a lot of trouble. He's choosing to take it back to PS2. I'm not sure I agree, but at the same time, I don't think I've ever seen Matador counterpick anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a comfort pick. I feel like PS2, Wario is definitely a character where I don't think the stage is super important. It just sort of changes how you play, but it doesn't make you any better or worse, really.
Right.
Yeah, these ledge traps from Samus are devastating. You cannot get around those as pretty much anyone.
I feel like you might want to counterpick here more to deny a stage this good for Samus, though, right?
Right, I agree. I mean, I think this is a great stage for Samus, and you may want to counterpick somewhere else just to a stage that's worse, you know?
Oh, but a quick, still not taking the stock, even with that super deep back air.
That was very deep, yeah.
There's an F tilt. You still got a lot of damage on, and one more. The down air might, no, but good DI.
Yeah, Train not letting himself die here.
Down tilt, dash
no.
Still not dead. Samus very heavy, that armor.
The survivability on this character is immense, not just because of the weight, but because of the recovery. Having both be really good, that's dangerous, especially on a character who can run away with a lead like this. Like, you do not want to fall behind against the Samus. They are prone to snowballing.
Matador is looking like me right now. He has missed every punish on these on-stage OPs, but he does find that dash attack, and that's going to seal out the stock and even it up.
Waft is a great equalizer, so seeing that show up is definitely going to put a little bit of fear into Train, but honestly, if I'm Train, I'm just going to sit and keep doing what I've been doing, because it's working.
Yeah, can't panic if you're Train. If Matador does find an option to go for that Waft, he will take it. That up special is not going to take it quite yet. I think 2 more of those will. Oh, wrong to the back air.
Yeah, but I feel like still you want to land that back air just to get center stage, you know?
Yep. And Train shoots the charge shot in the wrong direction, but then he gets a
Charge
small
shot dash attack, yeah.
Going into the dash attack.
Great kill confirm on Samus there. Charge shot dash attack, very reliable way to close out stocks.
Train is just bombing. Train is just doing down special.
Bomb is an insanely broken move, and Train is absolutely aware of this.
Oh no, but he's not able to get that up air into the Waft.
One of the best things I think about Bomb is the fact that it turns a character that is Samus weight into a hurt box smaller than Squirtle, right?
True.
So you're able to not only cover yourself with the bomb, but you become so small, and Wario is a character where you kind of need a little bit of precision, right? Because you don't have the biggest hitboxes, you don't have massive sweeping disjoints, so, you know, micro spacing around that with the charge shot, or sorry, with the morph ball hurt box is going to be advantageous.
Oh, he made it back?
Matador's recoveries, just like Train's recoveries, have been really on point this set. I mean, both of them have, you know, even when one of them hits the other one, they still make it back after some time.
Trying to get those falling up airs. Oh, gets the falling nair as well. Up special, able to dodge it out and gets the bite.
The bite was smart there because I think the sort of panic options people have after landing on stage with an up B like that is to shield or spot dodge, and the bite can cover both of them.
There it is again. Train is really shirking. He's throwing out a lot of hitboxes when he's off stage, making it very hard for Matador to cover.
Right.
But,
Train sort of pineappling himself there.
I think he got a little spooked. He saw that he was going to have to re-grab, and he was trying to mix up the timing, but he mixed up the spacing a little too hard.
Yeah. And this is kind of a scary spot to be in if you're either of these players. You don't want to have to go against a Wario with Waft on last stock like this, but you probably want to be against Samus at a high percent like this even less.
Yeah, I mean, what do? You see this fully charged charge shot, you just throw a bike at it. Okay, cool. All this dark plasma energy getting Getting stuffed out by good old Harley Davidson.
Yeah, Matador really needs this opportunity to land a waft because otherwise it looks like Train is getting to the percent where up B and up throw are going to start killing. Dash attack too.
Yeah, I don't see any universe where Matador takes this game without a waft. There's 39%, but a great air dodge to get back to the ledge. That's up tilt!
Scary stuff
Did he mean to side B?
I mean, the side B could have just been for repositioning there, but...
Oh, with the back air across the stage,
Wow.
he's gonna take it. Train survives, going up 2-0.
I mean, Train has been really smart with sort of weaving around the ledge to find reversals to get back on, right? I mean, Samus often have a bad habit of sort of dropping down, jumping in with fair or Zair.
Yep.
But Train has been really smart with maneuvering. And that bear is basically Wolf Bear. Like, people don't talk about Samus Bear, but that move does like 18. It kills mad early.
Yes, it does.
Insane back air. Good range on it, too. Really good range. Samus has some long legs.
Alright, so here is Train versus Matador. Game 3, still on PS2. This time short hopping a little bit to get the charge shot to go over the bike.
Yeah, going over the bike is actually an adaptation that I think Train is being smart about here, realizing that Matador is content to just sit back and let the bike take the shots for him.
Isn't either Samus or Dark Samus have a slightly lower charge shot?
So Dark Samus's hits slightly lower, and Samus's hits slightly higher, which they have their different benefits. Like, Dark Samus's is more likely to catch certain characters' crouches if uncharged.
Yep.
It's more likely to hit ledge hangs, but Samus's is better anti-airing because it's a little higher.
I'm wondering if Samus would technically be a better option here, because it might go above the bike.
Yeah, I mean, whether you pick a Samus or Dark Samus is kind of personal preference, but they do actually have some gameplay differences. Samus, most notably, Samus has the double jump hurtbox shift that turns you into a ball, and Dark Samus doesn't hurtbox shift as much, whereas Samus has a 3-frame slower roll, so it's more punishable on the rolls. But Samus also has the hurtbox shifting on the rolls, so you know, depending on the move someone tries to punish with, it could be actually a little harder.
Yeah, I think we've seen Train utilize the roll option a lot. So that might be part of the preference. And as we can see, even though the charge shot is a little bit lower, he's still able to position it so that it goes over the bike.
Right.
Oh, look at this, just dashing back.
Neither of them really want to commit to anything right now because this is the percent where things start to get a little scary.
Yeah, Train has gotten the first stock in these games, and he's been able to make a big lead after doing so.
Right.
So I think he's trying to play very careful so that he can get the first stock again. Up smash, though, is going to seal it out.
Matador is trying to reverse the momentum of the set, certainly.
But he gets up B, it's not. Oh, it
wow,
is.
Yeah.
Might have gotten a little bit crossed up on the DI there.
Yeah, I mean, screw attack, such a devastating up B. Frame 4, you have, I think, full body invincibility on frame 3 if it's grounded. Like, just incredible option out of shield.
Absolutely. Ooh, trying to go for that forward air. Matador falls out of it. And yeah, even though, once again, we've seen Train doing so much work on the second stock. There's a huge back air, kick him out of the bike. And another one!
These back airs are sealing some early kills for Train.
This is the spot we have been in every single game so far, with Train up almost 2 uncontested stocks up to 1.
But Matador with the waft, and the question still remains if he's going to get it this time or not.
He's just looking to have a lot of... just barely missing it, and now this is so much harder for Matador.
Right. Matador is going to have to try and play a bit more passive here to maybe charge another waft or play so aggressive that Train can't do anything about it, but that's going to be challenging against someone as skilled as Train.
Found an F tilt there, gets up specialed again.
Great movement here from Train, just weaving around. Like, Wario is a character people are used to having that air mobility to maneuver around hitboxes, but Train proving that Samus can do it too.
Oh, and this back air is going to finish it. Train takes it 3-0. He's moving on to Winners Finals. The Invader has successfully invaded.
Wow, yeah. Winners Finals for Train. Excellent job.
So that's going to move us into our next match.